Hey there, I wanted to welcome you to Ed 656 Literacy in the Content Area for fall of 2018. Um, I think most of you know I'm Dr. Gerald Ardito. I'm your professor for the course. I know that some of you and I have worked together before, some of you and I have not, and I'm looking forward to meeting you and getting to work with you. Um, so I wanted to just say a few words about the course. So first, one of the things that's interesting to me is the title, which is Content Area Literacy. And, I remember when I was a PACE student in your position in a Trans B program taking this course, there the focus was really on bringing reading and writing into my content area, which, like some of yours, was science and specifically living environment. And now I really think that we should be changing the name of the course to say something like content literacies, because this course, well, in reality, reading and writing are not the only literacy that we teach. We teach numeracy, so the ability to deal with numbers, the ability to visualize data. So we could, like in an infographic or other kinds of things, we teach media literacy and web literacy and all kinds of different literacies, which I intend to bring into this course in meaningful, hopefully meaningful ways. Um, but what we're really talking about is saying, look, one of the things that we do as teachers is to, let me say it a slightly different way. There's one view, which is, if we think about high schools in particular, high schools are organized by content areas, by periods, and people are certified in those ways. So as a student, I move from science to math to English to Spanish to art to whatever. And in most cases, um, those content areas kind of live in a silo. So when I'm in science, I study science. When I'm in social studies, I study social studies. When I'm in English, I study English. And every now and then somebody tries to make a connection, but generally we keep them as separate. What this course is saying is something different, which is that within our content areas, so I'll use science as an example just because that's my content area. Um, so within science, how do I promote, teach, support, foster a proficiency and mastery across the board in terms of literacies? Um, so how do I increase my students' abilities to read and write proficiently? How do I, and that's directly connected with their ability to do critical thinking and problem solving. How do I allow them to read diagrams, charts, graphs, um, infographics, all those things in meaningful ways, and how do I teach them to generate those in meaningful ways? What kind of thinking goes into both of those skills? How do I incorporate what we're calling computational thinking? So the ability to reason with algorithms and patterns and those kinds of things. How do I incorporate that not in separate standalone classes, but in my content area itself, whatever that content area may be? So that's what we're up to in this course. Um, when you look through the syllabus, which you're going to do in the first week of work, you're going to see there's a fair amount of work. You're going to be writing some lesson plans, you're going to be doing some analyses, you're going to be using technology to express literacy kinds of things, and we'll lay that all out on PACE Commons on a week by week basis. Um, for now, I just want you to, as you are for this first week, and I'll post a formal assignment on PACE Commons shortly. But for this first week, I'd just like you to kind of go through your jobs and look at where these various literacies intersect with your content area, and how that you're being better able to develop your students in all of these literacies, both in terms of responding to them as well as being able to generate them. How would that benefit them and your teaching? So I'll leave you with that question. I'm really looking forward to the semester. If you need anything, as always, just shout, and we'll be in touch soon.